Hello, welcome to my first fancast video that I'm doing. Today I'll be doing a film that's coming out next year. Finally we're going to have Spider-Man within the MCU. And what I personally believe, I'm just going to first of all say, I'm guessing the film will be called The Spectacular Spider-Man. I'm guessing, because, you know, the building up the ranks obviously is Amazing Spider-Man, Superior, Ultimate will be next, I don't know, probably after that we'll get. But this is my fan cast of the actors I would personally would like to see. And obviously within this list there is obviously going to be ones that have already been announced and cast, so obviously I can't really change that much. So here is my fan cast for The Spectacular Spider-Man. Okay, so this first one is an obvious one because, well, he's already been cast, but it's Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I can't really do much about that one because he is obviously being announced. But, yep, looking forward to the guy. Should be alright. So next is Melissa Tomei, again, as Aunt May. Now, actually, if I'm truthfully honest, this one, I'm not actually 100% if she actually has been confirmed. It seems to be more just rumours of her, that even I think she's going to appear in Civil War, apparently, the rumours are. But that one I'm just kind of going, I'm guessing, hopefully, I don't really know. And next, Chloe Grace Moretz as Gwen Stacy. Now, this obviously, I very much liked her in Hit Girl. Don't get me wrong though, I've got a feeling they're not really actually going to go with Gwen Stacy in the Spider-Man film, but I thought, right, okay, I'll cast her anyway, just in case of really. I think she's pretty damn good, and I think she would actually bring quite a lot to Gwen Stacy if they did it, and I think she would also be quite a bit different from Emma, oh Christ, what's her name? The one that was in Amazing Spider-Man, Emma Stone, that's the one. That's really bad that I forgot her name, because she was literally one of the reasons why I like the Amazing Spider-Man films. And next, for Mary Jane Watson, Jane Levy. Now, I know how this one, Jane Levy, I've kind of noticed that there seems to be quite a lot of kind of pushes for her to be Mary Jane Watson. I very much agree as well, mostly because there was a programme I remember watched, I can't seem to say words, which isn't helpful when you're doing videos, but there you go. And yeah, and she was great in it, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, Kirsten Dunst, I was never a huge fan as Mary Jane Watson. The thing about Mary Jane Watson, she was, you know, in the comics, she was this very extremely feisty and, you know, stands up for herself, and I don't know, I never really got that impression from Kirsten Dunst really, but I think that this actress, for me, could really kind of pull off that type. Now, this is going to be like oh god, really, that's a bit of a kind of obvious one you're going to choose, but Bryan Cranston as Norman Osborn, and do you know why I chose it? Because look at him, for goodness sake, they literally look exactly the same person. Bryan Cranston is just and people were kind of saying, and I was actually kind of pushing for him to be Lex Luthor, but sadly we got a much better performance on that one. But yeah, I've very much believed that he'd just be, you know, he's a great actor, you know, he would really kind of fit that role for me personally. Now, the next one for Vulture is John Malkovich. Now, by rights, this is actually, he was going to be Vulture in the now cancelled Spider-Man 4. But I still believe that actually he would do a pretty damn good job. The guy's absolutely zany enough, he could probably fit that role quite well actually, because personally it's one of those kind of it's one of those kind of roles where it's an old man in a suit that could fly with bird wings, very much looking type, you know, suit. So you gotta be kind of, you know, it's a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek, like a lot of kind of Spider-Man kind of villains kind of wear. For Doc Ock, I've got Jared Harris. Now, this is an actor I've kind of enjoyed all the years because I'm a huge fan of Mad Men, and I very much liked him in that show. And I don't know, I always just found him more kind of funny. He was kind of like, I don't know if he was unintentional kind of camp in the show, but I loved every kind of any scene he was in, and I was ashamed that I was going to say a spoiler if you've not seen Mad Men, right? I might not say that a little bit of a spoiler about Jared Harris there, but I just think he could really pull off. And then in this kind of like, my kind of like, what I thought in this film by rights, that he would actually be Doc Ock, that we all know. It's more Otto Octavius at first, but because really Vulture is going to be the main villain, because I think, right, we got to have surely some sort of kind of like new main villain, and Vulture's really the only one I think of that's like actually got a decent kind of story around him that you could really do. Now for Eddie Brock, I've got Taron Egerton. Now I really like this guy. I thought he was great in Kingsman. I really enjoyed him in, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really pushing forward for him, and I hope he is. He will be the young Han Solo if they have to make that film. Frankly, I really don't want to see the film, but looks like they're gonna go for it, and I think that guy would be amazing as that role, but also amazing. I think is Eddie Brock, especially for the age Tom Holland is. I think it needs to be someone else of that kind of age, because I know, if I remember rightly in the comics, Eddie Brock, I'm sure he's a good bit older than Peter Parker was he not? I think I'm 100%. But yeah, that's my choice. I think he'd pull off, and obviously down the line, he'd obviously become Venom. Now for Betty Brant, I want Zoe Deschanel. I'm not going to lie, I have got a massive crush on Zoe Deschanel. That is literally the reason. Sue me, I don't care. There you go. Because also, Betty Brant, it's a very kind of small role, and I think it would be good to have someone that literally is a bit of a kind of, on the eye bit of casting. Because if you do get someone that you don't know at all, well, you're not really already going to connect. I think it is good when sometimes you do get someone you really know, and it's like, right, bang, right, I really connect to that person already. For Robbie Robertson, I've got Forrest Whitaker. I don't think I'd need to really explain why the guy is a great actor, to be honest, and it would be good to have someone. The guy who played Robbie Robertson in the Tobey Maguire ones was alright, but he wasn't really developed much, and I would actually quite like, because I remember the 90s TV show, the animated stuff, it was actually quite a developed character. For Kirk Connors, I've got Douglas Scott, that I very much like, and I think it's a bit of a sin we don't see him in more things, to be honest. No, I don't really like him in Mission Impossible 2, if I'm honest. I don't know if he's good as like a big main villain, which seems to be pointless why I put him as the Lizard, but Now for Harry Osborn, I've got Thomas Brodie Sangster. Sangster? Is that not a Game of Thrones character or something? No. Anyway, yes, I remember this kid, when I was in Love Actually, and I really have kind of seen this kid kind of grow up, which is quite weird, like very much like the kind of Harry Potter guys as well. And I think I think he had like that. He's got that kind of like calm, but then suddenly can maybe kind of turn off. Always felt like, and also in Doctor Who. I remember he was in an episode of Doctor Who as well. He was good in, and I think he'd pull off a really damn good job. Now for this one for Shocker, I always kind of thought Shocker would appear like more just in the start, like a little kind of the opening, very much like Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 2. Is Scott Adkins. Now you're probably going to say, but Scott Adkins is in Doctor Strange. But even if he shows his face or doesn't show his face in Doctor Strange, at the end of the day, when playing Shocker, he's going to be all masked up. I'm literally using Scott Adkins for his body. How disgusting is that? Literally just using more for the physicality. I'm not going to lie. I thought that would be good for that kind of way. Now, also I wanted some kind of connection to the actual broad cinematic universe, and I thought, well, let's be honest. Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark would probably be the best, and I think there would be like a nice little scene where they could have like Otto Octavius and Norman Osborn as like kind of science thing, and then obviously Tony Stark's there. I'd be kind of down for that, and I've got a feeling in the agreement between Sony and Disney that Sony's wanting someone, I think, and Robert Downey Jr. would make sense in their Spider-Man film, because let's be honest, Robert Downey Jr.'s face alone makes probably about $1 million a second, so it would make sense that, they want, it's good marketing for, the Sony Spider-Man stuff, because they're having someone, that is extremely popular in the Marvel films. Now, the big casting of J. Jonah Jameson. Who do I cast as J. Jonah Jameson? Now, I'm going to be frank, it isn't J.K. Simmons, because, let's be honest, J.K. Simmons, he's gone now, he's off to DC, and it's sad, and he was great, but someone I've chosen who is, frankly, a chameleon of an actor. He's one of the greatest actors in the world, frankly. He could pull off anything, he could probably play a pig and it'd be Oscar-worthy performance from him, and it is Gary Oldman. Now your first thoughts go, well, that seems a bit odd, how, so JK is going to play, Jim Gordon, and Gary Oldman, who played Jim Gordon, is now going to play J.K. Simmons, but deep down think about it, for a fact that Gary Oldman would play such a great performance as J. Jonah. Like, I remember I saw some of the stuff where, like, when he was in Call of Duty, Gary Oldman, and when he was shouting, every time I was just picturing him shouting as J. Jonah Jameson. I can't help it, I'm a huge Gary Oldman fan, and frankly, I don't know how anyone can not be a huge Gary Oldman fan. The guy he's so good at playing, frankly, anything. He really is amazing. So that's my fan cast for the Spider-Man MCU film that's coming out next year. Tell me what you think, comment down below, subscribe. Hopefully get some more videos of these fan cast stuff pretty damn soon. But until then, see you later.